Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 6. As you can see, back on the server. Now, in a few days, the last day of this month, I believe, the server map is getting changed. We're changing server map, which means you have to pick up everything you own and put it into your inventory, so into backpacks or something, or into refined storage drives, and then put those into your inventory. And, yeah. And then what you'll do is you'll clean up your base, so you'll bring everything that you want and need inside your inventory. You'll go to a waystone. If you don't have one, you can go to spawn. So if you type /spawn, you'll end up here. I've got my chat off, so it's a little bit trickier for me. You'll end up here. You'll right click on this, and then this one right at the top. It'll be at the top for you most likely because it's a global waystone. New spawn, log out here. You'll click on this. You'll end up here, and then you just log out. And it's that simple. Then once the map changes, we'll let you know over on Discord. You'll obviously see in a video as well if you're not over on the Discord for whatever reason. And yeah, you'll be able to hop back in. It'll be a completely new map, and you'll be able to go and set up your base again. What I have done, and you might notice this around my base, these little things up here, that is one corner, and then I'll have a different corner somewhere else. And those are all templates I have made for my copy-paste gadget. Then I went into single player, right? I pasted them. Some certain builds crashed. For example, my base crashed when I pasted it into single player, so please do things in single player first, then copy them again from single player back onto the server to avoid any crashes. So yeah, another important thing is with the building or the copy-paste gadget, so the copy-paste, this guy right here, he's pretty good. He gets most modded blocks. Some blocks don't come across, like waystones are a bit buggy, and pretty much anything that stores data, so any inventory like these compacting drawers and stuff, they all get completely emptied when you transfer them. So put them in single player, look around your base, see what's missing. It'll crash a few times when you're loading into single player, but you should be able to just keep joining and eventually it will work. But certain things you will have to pick up. So I'll have to pick up all of the patterns and put all of these patterns into my storage drives and then take them out and replace them. So some of these things will be messy. I was thinking I might be able to do backpacks. If I make some of these that are different colored, right? Then I could say okay, so this white backpack is going to store all of my, all of my, what do you call these, patterns from inside my house. And then say the orange backpack will store all of the patterns from, I don't know, the fluid area, and so on and so forth. That might be a better way to do it. Judging by the fact that no one else is on the server, I'm happy because I'm pretty sure that means that people have done their job. They've cleaned up their base. They've packed everything up, and they're ready for what's happening in about 2 days. I clearly haven't really done that. I've copied most of the structures into single player, so worst case scenario, but I've got all of my structures and whatnot. But I will definitely tomorrow and the day after and the day after possibly, I will be spending those days instead of recording episodes for All the Mod 6. You'll get some overstressed content, and I will be packing everything up into backpacks. So I figured I should just once again say that because there's only a few days left. So if you've been putting it off, put it off no further. Okay, so what did we do last episode? Last episode, we built this guy. Now, it might look a little different because previously it was on that side. I went ahead and rearranged this just so that it looks a bit better, and that way it's also easier for me to copy and paste this into a single player. So that helps. All I actually had to do was I picked up this controller and just moved it, and it stored all of the data, so that was extremely handy. I also had a second controller, and I was testing out because you can actually click on these channels and click copy, and then you can paste them in. So as you can see, they've been pasted in. They didn't really work perfectly. Some channels were messed up, some connectors were connected wrong. It was a bit weird, so I just figured out that you could just pick up the controller and move it. So this looks a lot nicer. I prettied it up down below with some stone bricks. But all of the actual technical stuff is all the same. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, here comes the fun part. What are we going to do this episode? So there's probably a few things we can do. As you know, we have this little board over here, which I will be bringing into the new world. And it's got some stuff that we can do. We can try to make some of these things. I have a different idea. So here's our current setup for all... I don't even know. I still don't know what the right term is. Is it sextupling? Because what we're doing here is we are turning 1 ore into 7 ingots, which is phenomenal, right? And here's the system. It's pretty good. What happens is an ore goes in here. In fact, I can probably show this off real quick. If I search gold, I should be able to order a gold. Yeah, actually, I think that there's one thing I actually have to change. Give me a second. I redid some of the recipes. Wait. No, I think I did change it. Sorry, my bad. I was messing around with some of these recipes. What I should be able to do is request 1 gold ingot. Oh, no. How many dust do we have? Oh. Okay, you know what? I've got to request 4.9 thousand gold ingots first. Give me a second. Honestly, this won't take too long. This right here, asking for this much gold, should not take too long. Okay. I went through to see what we could do, and we can make a platinum ingot. So what I'm going to do is, well, that. What we want to do is we want to click start on this, right? And what it does is it puts an ore in here. This guy uses some earth essence, and what he does is he creates 2 platinum ore chunks. They then go into this thing. Clearly it's full at the moment, which is a bit of the problem that we're going to address. It gets combined with sulfuric acid and turned into dirty slurry. Then that gets turned into clean slurry with just some water added. Then over here, that slurry gets turned into crystals, right? They get turned into crystals. I thought, we're out of power? Huh? What? We shouldn't be out of power. Huh. What I was actually going to say is that these ones normally don't get caught up, and Vader has power. What's the issue? What's it out of? It's out of something else. Something that goes at the bottom. Okay. Give me a second. Do you know what the problem is? I don't know how this happened, but we're meant to be getting brine out of this. Brine is meant to be coming out of this, and clearly into this guy, which has instead gotten water. I don't know how this has happened, but essentially, it's not meant to. It's meant to be set up like this. Which means this guy needs to be emptied. Ugh. Is there a dump button? No. We can dump everything. We're gonna have to get rid of all this water, which is still filled up in this pipe. Let's, does this guy have water in him too? No, this guy's full of brine. Okay. Very strange. I don't really know how to fix this. Maybe a trash can, a fluid trash can. It's, you know, it's sometimes good to come back and have a look at everything you've set up because, more often than not, something is broken, as you can see. So we should... Oh, that worked too well. Yep. There we go. So now this is going to empty. Then we have brine, and we can have this be idle, this be idle. And here we go. This will fill up with brine now. We're going to get everything working again. Hydrogen chloride. That's going back in here. Okay. As you can see, we are once again functional. That was very interesting. I wonder why that happened. We're going to be having to change from these pipes anyway, so we'll have to fix that when we switch over maps. But anyway, what I wanted to do this episode, as you can see, this guy's already empty. But this guy's not empty. This guy is very, very, very slow in comparison to these. So this is currently the bottleneck, which means I wanted to create an area with multiple of these chemical crystallizers, pretty much for each ore. So similar to what we did with the with this stuff over here, right? With these different infusers. Did we really do 4 levels? What was this 4th level for? Coal? Oh, the steel. Gotcha. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I want to have it set up like this for the stuff over there. For the ore processing. But the problem is, we have to essentially do it for every single ore. And as you can see by these pages, not all of these are ores for whatever reason, but a lot of them are. And so there's a lot of stuff to do. Essentially, actually, this is a good example. All these chunks we're going to have to create machines for. That is phenomenal. To be fair, some of them we probably don't need to, like Cinnabar. I don't really care about that. But, you know, for most of them we're going to have to, if we're honest. Alright, I'll think about this for a bit. I'll try and figure out a good plan of action. Because I kind of want to do it, because, like, this is so good. This system over here. It's expandable, so as we seemingly keep expanding our base, we're going to be able to, you know, place more of these. And I want to be able to do the same for the ores, because these void miners, right, once we get to the high tier, we're going to be getting, what do you call it? We're going to be getting a lot of ores, and we need to be able to process those ores. And this guy's fast. We can, you know, just do ore doubling. But if we could have the 7 times ore processing be just as fast, if not faster, than the ore doubling, I think that's very much worth it. Well, I mean, it's 7 times worth it, you know? So I'd love to set this up. So I'll think about this. It's, in theory, as simple as just making a bunch of these and entangling them. But I'm sure it's going to be a little trickier. Alright, so already, this system right here appears to be a bit of a bottleneck. I might add an extra one, possibly. maybe. Actually, how hard is it to add an extra one currently? Is it a... I think it's easy, right? Because we just add it to this list. Like, we don't add an extra channel, we use the existing ones. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Alright, so we have a few ways of doing this. One is we can stack them vertically, which I guess we can do. The other is we could have them just be in different lines on the floor, like a row and a row and a row. The other is we could do a combination of that. I'm thinking having them vertically is probably better. As to whether it's actually better, I don't really know. The problem is we're going to be stacking this like infinitely tall. And I don't know if that's really the play. Like with the infusings, it was like this tall and that's it. Then we can just like expand it outwards. This one needs to be expanded outwards and vertically. I don't know. It might actually be better to do them in rows on the floor. But I feel like I don't really know. I honestly don't know. Alright, I'll tell you what. What about we see how difficult it is to automate one of these rows? Then I'll see how close we can automate the second one. So like just how close together we can have these machines set up. And then we should be able to decide on, you know, what the best course of action is. I have a hunch that it's going to be really easy, but I'm also a little bit scared to say that because usually there's issues. But my current plan is, what I'm going to do is place a entangled block here, connected to one of the machines over there, and then just pipe it underneath, and then possibly even just have it go back into another entangled block. And that might be easy enough. The only other problem is, how much unobtainium do we have? We have enough, because the entangled blocks require those. Oh, also, if we search crystal and we look here, we have a bunch of aethium, but we have not yet gotten that second tier from, like this one here, the nanite. We have not gotten that yet. So I think we might already have to move that void miner we made into the end. So that might happen this episode as well. Alright, so here's the plan. This guy obviously needs to be a bit better. So we're going to entangle this guy here, the chemical washer. We're going to come right back up here. We're going to go here. I'm just trying to decide the best option. I think what we'll do is we'll place an entangled block like this. Possibly do it like so. And we could even just have the exact same... wait, hold up. Yeah, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But can I entangle an entangled block to an entangled block? Oh my god. Do you think... No. Do you think I can keep going? How entangled can I entangle this? Oh my god, wait, how have we not done this before? Hold on. No way. Oh my god. Are you serious? We'll have to see if it works, but that is awesome. The concept of that is really cool. I like that. It might cause issues. I'll definitely let you know if it does, but that's pretty funny. So what we need to do here is configure the chemical washer to output a slurry at the bottom. Oh, it's already doing that. Okay. Fluids, yep. Okay, so output at the bottom. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. What I'm going to be using here, I think... Now, we could use XNet. We've seen XNet's pretty powerful. I think we can get away with using just pipes. And I sort of want to... I'm thinking XNet might still be the better option, but I want to show you my thought process here. So, in theory, I think what we could do is we could go underneath here. I should probably clear out a little basement under here as well. Alright, so yeah, in theory, I can place a fluid pipe here. Oh, wait, do fluid pipes work with slurries? I don't think they did. Oh, I'll have to double check, but let's see. In theory, I can open this guy up. We can put a filter in here. I'm going to remove all of these pre-existing filters. We're going to have it set to whitelist, so it's only going to let in certain ones. We can do... I guess we'll do nearest first. I don't think there's an issue with that. And what we're going to do is add... And then we'll pick a slurry. So for instance, if we get a gold slurry, it is going to be the clean gold slurry that we would have to use. But as you can see, it's kind of not really letting me put that in there, is it? Let me see if it lets me put in like water. Am I able to drag in water? No. Tags, prefix, item ID. I don't really know how to do this, if I'm completely honest. Gold slurry. What do I write? Do I write Clean gold slurry? I don't think you do. I think you have to write the whole thing in, but that's so annoying to do. You know what's really annoying? When you hover over stuff in here, in JEI, oh, actually, wait, no. Okay, so it shows it for blocks. Like, I can actually see what they're called. Like, this is Minecraft, stone. I can't see what it is for the slurries, for whatever reason. It just says mechanism, clean gold slurry. I wonder if because I'm admin, I can do, like, /give, dewstream, mechanism, and then, like, clean gold slurry? No, it doesn't really show up. I don't know. I guess maybe I can't do this. Maybe I do have to use XNet, which is a little bit annoying. The problem with XNet is I'm going to have to use multiple controllers. In fact, I'm probably going to have a controller for each one of these, which isn't the end of the world, but it is a little bit annoying. Actually, wait. It might be really easy. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I just had an epiphany. I had an epiphany. Let's get a controller. Let's actually do this. I have a genius idea. We'll grab these connectors, grab some cables. That should be good. So in theory, we have a controller, which I guess I can place in the ground. That's fine. Controller there. We'll hook him up with power or something. Then we will have a connector and a connector. I already don't like this. All right, so here's what I've got set up. I've got a bunch of connectors under here, right? Connecting each and every one of these blocks. And in theory, I think what we can do is, I'm going to have to delete all these channels. I forgot to do that. Give me a second. All right, so we need to create one of these networks. What I like to do is I like to keep the first one energy, so that can stay there. But these next ones, I want to have it be liquid. So we're going to do XNet. Oh, mechanism.slurry. Yes, perfect. Okay, perfect. And then what we'll do is we will create one on this entangled block. This one will be extracting a slurry from this entangled block, from the bottom of it. Yep. Then it will insert into this chemical crystallizer from the bottom. And we're going to do that for both of them. And first things first, it's already working. It's already working. And I think, I was going to say, I think I can just do this for each and every one, but I realize the problem now. How do I then filter only gold? Like, how do I say only gold is allowed in here? How do I do that? I don't particularly know. Filter. Okay, wait. Gold slurry. How do I filter a gold slurry only? How do I do this? Oh no. Sorry, distribute. Redstone, enable on color, extract, number of ticks, insertion priority, slurry rate. How do I do the filter? Alright, so you filter by placing in a block, right? So like I can put stone in there. How do I filter the liquid? Well, I've got one of these gouges on me. This gouge dropper. I don't really know how to pronounce it, so I do apologize. But what if I click it on there? Okay. What if we get another one? I don't know if this is working. Like, I don't know if this is going to filter the dropper itself, or if it's going to filter the actual liquid, because I don't really know how to filter the specific liquid, which is what I want to do. Let's make a completely new one. Let's then put some gold in this, and then quickly click on this, click on this, click on that. What's it doing? Okay. It's still putting gold. It's still putting gold. Hold on. What if I quickly change that to be tin? No way. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We're just out of gold. That's all it is. We're just out of gold slurry. Yeah, see, we're out of gold slurry. That's all it is. Okay. All right. Hold up. Hold the phone. Are you guys holding the phone? Hold the entire phone. So we've still currently got this guy set to this tin slurry. Let's see if this works, because I don't know that it will, but I'm going to grab the rest of this. I still don't know if this is working. How do I test this properly? How do I test this? Actually, you know what? I do have an idea. What if I go back over here? I have an idea. Do I have an idea? I think what I'm going to do is put the slurry in this? I don't know if that works. No, I think that's to extract stuff. How do I put gold back in here? How do I put the gold back in? Yeah, well, you know, I think we just do more gold. We'll just do another gold ingot, right? How many more dust do we have? 50, 60. Okay. Alright, so just to recap, inside here we have a gouge dropper for clean tin slurry, right? If we come back over here, this guy's now empty. He's completely empty because the platinum has moved on. If I now order some more gold... Oh, what are you using? Now you're using clumps? 1.5 thousand clumps? Why do we have so many clumps? We'll order another clump. This is going to use our gold ore. So I'll click start. The gold ore will go here. It'll process. And this will start making us the slurry. Maybe I'll order a few just to make sure that we have plenty of slurry. I mean, already, this guy isn't full. Like, he's got nothing in him. But if we come over here, I mean, stuff is making it through. It's currently being processed, and this guy's getting some. So I want to see what happens if we switch this to the gold slurry one. Do we get anything over here? I'm worried that we're not going to. It doesn't look like we are. Oh, we got some. Oh my god, we actually got some. Oh my god. We have some. We have some. We don't have much, but we have some. So we know for a fact that it works, okay? Now we need to know for a fact that it doesn't work if we do this. So what are we at? 750. We are at 750. Okay? Everyone remain perfectly calm. 750. I'm going to go check over here and see what the current situation is. Because we essentially just need to wait for this guy to start filling up with extra. Okay. 750. There better not be any more. Currently there's not, but it's promising, but it's not certain yet. I'll watch this for a bit. I'll wait until that guy over there fills up and I'll report back, because this is exciting. Alright, so I took the speed upgrades out, and now you can see it's full. We have extra in here. We have 750 sitting there. Do you know what that means? Yeah, I think you do. That means that it worked. And we can go back here and put this dropper in. Boom. Boom. That is perfect. That is actually perfect. Okay, we've done it. We just automated it. That is phenomenal. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a success. So just to recap, because I feel like not many people know about this. It was hard for me to find out what this was. But GAUGE dropper, this guy right here, he is awesome. He costs some glass panes, an osmium ingot, and you can literally just take liquids out of Mekanism machines. And yeah, that's awesome. Because not all of these machines have a dumping button. Some of them do, like this has a dump button to get rid of the hydrogen chloride. But these guys don't. So you just have to use a gouge dropper to get it out. And as you can see, it works. Oh my god, that works perfectly. Okay. Okay. This is perfect. This is actually perfect. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to actually break this. I'm going to pick that up. We can come and move it over here. That's fine. We'll slap it down there. Oh, server might be restarting. What's the time? Yeah, server's restarting. Okay, I'll be right back. But I'm excited. Much like the what do you call it? Much like the infusing setup that we did, I think this is going to work perfectly. And like with minimal wiring. Like I'm pretty sure all we have to do, I hopefully you can still see this, like the block there and the machines here. I'm pretty sure we just place another entangled block that sends it back. So we could do a tank here. We could do a machine. We're pretty much done. That's pretty much what's going on here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I cut a bunch out just then. I've currently been recording for 3 hours. This is one of the longest recording sessions I've done in quite a while. The reason being is I was trying to get it to work. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to have an easily expandable system, as you know, obviously, but I didn't want to be doing filters. I didn't want to do filters. I wanted to have it set up so that we wouldn't have to do filters. Sadly, every single way that I tried had a fault. It had one way or another where it would break. And as you can see, it leaves some stuff left over. So sadly, we have to do filters. So that if stuff does get left over, it doesn't matter. So that's what I'm setting up now.
I honestly, I tried so many different things. I even started making integrated dynamic stuff, so which still might be possibly the solution. What I was trying to do is like I was trying to read how much slurry was in there. The main problem is the fact that with mechanism slurries, they don't count as a fluid. They're just not a fluid. You can't put them in buckets. They're not a fluid. They're just a slurry, and it breaks everything. It's currently, oh my god, it's so late. Like literally 3 hours. 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 24 seconds I've been recording. Hopefully there's no corruption or anything in this recording, but I will have to cut a bunch out, which is annoying, because way too long for you guys to watch. So if there's a random cut, that's why. I apologize. Some of these I'm going to have to change. I'm going to have to get rid of all these filters I put on. Okay. So this stuff's hooked up now. They are all filtered. So this is the uranium line. This is the platinum line. I think there might be some left in here. Maybe not. This one's the osmium. You can see there's some left there. And this one's the gold one. And they are hooked up like so. They have filters in here. So 3 golds. Then we have the osmium, so on and so forth. A little bit confusing to get them because it's like hard to line them up and remember which one you clicked last because they all look identical. You just have to hover over the names and then make sure you line it up. But they're hooked up. They work. Now what we would have to do is change this system from being a crafting system where we request stuff to a system where it's processing 24/7. That becomes sort of an issue when you also take into account the amount of sulfur we're going to be using. But I guess it's fine. So yeah, I guess, how am I going to do this? How do I hook this up so it's no longer crafting and it's more just doing? Alright, so I think what I do essentially is I put all the different dusts in here that we have. And then as we add new things, we just add them to these exporters. And I think, in theory, this should work. Did I already do platinum, dust, osmium? Go. And then I'll do the same for this guy. This guy needs I think the dirty versions of the dust. So we'll just go through and do this. Okay, so what I went ahead and did then was I changed these guys from, instead of having recipes, they're now just exporting directly in here. I think you saw some of that. And we also have these ores exporting directly into this chest. And then that same system we had before with the pipe upgrade and round robin going into these two. And that's pretty much it. It should be automated now. We come over here, we can see these guys going. If we watch this guy, we should see this guy should get 4 at a time. So if we watch for a second, any second now, give it a minute. We get 4 at a time. That processes through. It eats away at our sulfuric acid, which is going to be a problem, but it's fine. It should be working now. This stuff will get exported over to our system over here, and it goes into whatever specific lane it's meant to go in, as you can see. So yeah, if anything, we could change some of this stuff. We could make it go faster. We could make it go slower. We could specify how much to take. But it should be working now. It should be working now. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out quite a bit. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I don't know. I was going to say I had fun making it. I did have fun making this video. It was just, there was a lot of work, and I'm annoyed that the thing that I was trying to do didn't really come to a good conclusion. We had to do the filters. And, like, it's so annoying because in order to expand this, we have to place the stuff down, and then I have to go in here and I have to actually, like, add the filters to them and stuff. Whereas the way that I was trying to have it, where it just distributes evenly to everything, I would be able to just, you know, slap on. And it should be that simple, but because the slurries work different, it doesn't work. They might be changed in a future version of the mod. I don't really know. We're going to update when we change maps as well. So yeah. Thank you to the people supporting the channel financially. Over here we have Skeletor, Jacob, Oathis, Derpy Snowluna, and VRifty supporting me financially over on Discord. Then we have Mugs, to Coolest, and also VRifty again, supporting me on YouTube by being a channel member. So thank you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.